Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, it's Danny Savage giving you daily draft sleepers for 2025. We're going to start off with a kid, Mathew Bedford, 6'6", 315. Spent 4 years in Indiana, played left tackle, left guard, right tackle. So the kid has, boom, position flex. When you're that size, you have that much position flex, you're going to get drafted. Indiana lost their coach. He's now with he's at Penn State. He's their defensive coordinator. So I guess he just didn't like it there no more. Plus, he was wasting his time. Entered the transfer portal. He spent a week in Colorado. Didn't like it. Wait a second. I don't know, man. The beard's looking pretty good today. I think it's the best beard on YouTube. That's just my opinion. Yeah, he spent a week in Colorado, and he didn't like it, and entered the transfer portal again, and now he's at Oregon with a chance to probably win a national championship. When you're that big, that size, and you can play all positions, you will get drafted. He's a day 3 type kind of guy to me. Number 2, another sleeper, defensive tackle, Thor Griffin. He's an Ivy League guy. Now, I'm really not a fan of Ivy League dudes because for every 1,000 Ivy League guys that play Ivy League football, I mean, let's be honest, man, they're playing up against nerds. They're playing up against accountants and bankers and people that are going to, do Ponzi scams and steal all your money. So for every 3,000 of them, one of them might make it in the NFL. So this kid hit the portal, and UCLA wanted him. Appalachian State offered. He settled at Louisville. He's 6'2", 330. I'm not going to say he's a freak of nature at all until I see his play, because now he's playing with the big boys. Because granted, the last 4 years he's played against dudes that none of them are going to go to the NFL. Probably not even the XFL, USFL, Canadian League, or flag football outside. They're not going anywhere, these guys. So those are my 2 sleepers for the day. But we got more, people. We got more. I'm going to give a dark horse this year for even betting. Rutgers College. They finally got a quarterback that transferred in from Minnesota. They've always had a stingy defense. And there's no Michigan, no Penn State, no Ohio State on their records. And they beat Miami last year in a bowl game. Don't be shocked if they're the 12th team for the playoffs, for the college playoffs this year. But let's get back to some of my guys on there. One will go back with a linebacker, but he's an edge. He's an edge defensive end. Tareem Powell, 6'5", 250. Last year, he got his season cut short with a broken hand. So he only played a few games. Now, this year, this kid will get drafted. He will. He has the length. He has the size. He has the quickness. And he will. Rutgers defense, do not sleep on them. Don't. Do not. And the fact that they don't have to play those 3 Big Ten teams this year, it's going to make a big, big difference in their record at the end of the year. Another kid they got, a running back, he's a local kid. I've seen him play in high school. Kyle Monangai. The kid's a bowling ball. He's 5'9", 220. It's his 3rd year starting, and this kid is just ridiculous. Everyone laughed at me when I said Isaiah Pacheco was the real deal, and he ran a 4.37 at the combine. Everybody's like, Rutgers? What's a Rutgers? Who's Rutgers? But most people Empty barrels make the most noise. Most people don't even watch college football. All they do is they wait until a month. They wait to maybe 2 months before the draft, and then they take Dane Brugler's top 100 list, and then they just go on the computer and regurgitate, and then they think they're draft guys, and then they have a bunch of idiots that follow them. No, that's not how it works in my world. You actually have to watch college football Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then Saturday, it's college football from 12 noon to 4 a.m. Why 4 a.m.? Because you got the West Coast games that kick off late. So that doesn't make you a draft guy. But this kid, Kyle Monangai, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. He could be a late day 2 guy. I'm serious. The kid is a bowling ball. He's a bowling ball full of switchblades at running back, and he will get drafted. He will get drafted. I don't care if it's day 3. I'm putting my name right now. He will get drafted, especially after what Isaiah Pacheco did. Granted, it's still gonna. Listen. These videos are way, way early. People are still transferring in and out, in and out. So, listen, watching the transfer portal alone is a full-time job. It's a full-time job because kids are allowed to transfer as many times as they want. It's legitimately worse than undrafted free agency. So, watching the transfer portal is a job in itself. And I'm going to throw out another guy just because I like everybody. Raheem Rocket Sanders spent a few years at Arkansas, running back, 6'2", 240. He hurt his knee last year. So that hurt his draft stock. And for some reason in this past draft, running backs got super devalued. So, plus coming off an injury, he would have been a late day 3 guy. Now, I'm just going to say this. So, he transferred to South Carolina. This is all going to go on how healthy is his knee. Hurt his knee, had to get knee surgery last year. So, if his knee is 100%, he will get drafted this year. There was talk of him last year, if he would have been healthy, him being no later than a second-round pick. Does the South Carolina have the offensive line that probably Arkansas does? No. But it's all going to come down to his health. So those are my guys for today. Dallas, we'll have more on Dallas on Monday after we find out more about, the mini camp and stuff like that. I saw one post that somebody put up. They actually put that Maris Liatufu was starting a walkthrough. Is that something to be happy about? I don't know. Do you get a Hot Boys chain around your neck when you start a walkthrough? But this all falls back to the Dallas community anoints everybody. They anoint everybody. So unless his kid goes out and blows his knee out, he's going to start. And I like him. He was my 8th ranked linebacker. But all I'm trying to say is all these people out there, I'm giving you knowledge. I'm giving you information about players to look out for on Saturday. This is not going to be a clickbait channel. This isn't my only what I do. Like these other guys that just think they're going to work for the Dallas Cowboys this year. They're actually very delusional. But this is all about information, college football, handicapping come the fall. That's when we're going to have a lot of fun. A lot of fun, So I'm glad with everybody. Watched my first video. This is number Deuce. I know, right? We wish Deuce could do good for us this year. Deuce Vaughn. He's like 5'4", and he only got drafted by Dallas because his dad's a scout. But there's a good play, a content creator, landlord from Alabama. He drew up a play. It's called 42 midget toss. So the worst thing we can do is take like Tyler Smith. He could just pick him up from like the 3rd-yard line and toss him into the goal line. That could be an option this coming year. So thank you all once again. And when you're rocking with the GWO, it's for life. And I got a surprise for Monday.